Squeever wanted me to try more flavors of the slushies. So yeah, still got that cough. So yeah, I'll go order some. This is the queue for it, and one of the machines isn't working. So I don't know if it's like just worth not going to a different one or something. But yeah, you can see it. You can see the 236 flavors. And yeah, you can see the frozen Coke changing colours. It's not a Coke really at this stage. So I got a few shoutouts and questions. I thought, it's a lot more engaging to see me talk about these issues, like the questions you have and what you want from the program. So I thought, that's a better way of doing it, because if you can see me say it, you can kind of get like how I feel about things, like things I'm unsure about. You can, I think, emotional content. That's the word I'm looking for, and you can kind of see okay, where's Barge? What stage of his bids at? So yeah, more questions, more shout outs to everyone. So yeah, just general update of where I'm at. Just finished my last day at school, which means I'll be able to spend more time, full time basically, on working on this project. And yeah, so expect more updates and me to be pushing more stuff. Okay, so Gridforce was asking me what is the big updates or the big changes that are coming out, and so with that, it's a bit interesting because I got to assess what's the thing to do first. So I've got things I want to do, I want to make it so that there's a proper combat system. The item system is a bit more meaningful, actual proper NPCs that you can actually talk to instead of just a triangle going down and you activate that. And I've talked in the last vlog basically about the platforming mechanics, and with the platforming mechanics, that's an easy one to do. So it goes in straight in. Everyone gets assisted with the Steam Workshop. Just gives a bit more flexibility in that sense. But after that, I got to decide whether or not to do combat, the NPCs, more crafting options, and then prioritizing those things. Then later on, one of the things I'm really looking forward to, I've got a skin flake right there. Wow. Sorry about the music. Chatswood. I'm in Chatswood. Okay, so one of the things I want to do, and I might think about much more deeply, is the multiplayer. So multiplayer functions are going to be in 5 stages, where the first stage would be someone just hosts the game, and if they have the same, if they have access to the same module name, then they can connect to a server, and the other person can move about in the world. And then the administrator will host the game, and they'll be able to play around with the person as well. So that's stage 1, and then stage 2 would be after I add more features. What happens is they'll be able to edit the module at the same time as the other person, so both people will be able to edit the module at the same time. So now it's behaving more like Terraria or Minecraft, or basically Roblox, all those games that allow for people to assist one another in building content together will be accessible. And I think that's one of the most exciting updates. The Steam Workshop, that's exciting. Why is it exciting? Because it allows social communities to put content together. Mr. Paradox, this is your shout out. Mr. Paradox, #1 user on the Steam Workshop, #1 downloads, number 1 subscriptions, and everything he makes, he's able to share with every person who wants to check that out. It's I want to see his new stuff. Well, they go Mr. Paradox, and they see, how do I get down? I'm trying to find the other Macca's. It's probably over there. Oh wait, no, it's upstairs. So I had one person looking at me at one of the vlogs, apparently. I would look at someone else filming themselves in a camera too. Okay, so what was I talking? Oh yeah, like once you get to the stage where, you know, like Steam Workshop, that's cool. You know, you got modules that have been uploaded, but being able to work together on the same project, now that's really cool. Like, because, you know, you have one person, they could be working on the lower levels of the floor, one person could be like working on the upstairs of the floor, and you know, you get to see, like, you could go to bed, and then you see that your module has been edited by other users. You know, there's griefing, of course, but you know, what's more likely is people are going to add on to your worlds, and it's going to be an accessible world that people build on. So once it's reached that stage, like what do you do? Like, because there's just so much content being made, and it's not like, you know, it's being made on Steam Workshop, it's being made on your very own server. Like, yeah. Okay, so I guess that leads to like the third stage of multiplayer, where, you know, when you start having server functions, and this is when it starts behaving more like games like Gary's Mod and what else? Gary's Mod, Roblox, like that type of scripting heavy multiplayer user-made funk stuff, where you can easily make game modes. Now, like in stage 2, you'll be able to make game modes, but in that stage, you have it so that kind of the game logic is being applied onto your server, and so you can create things like battle royale modes. You could make, you know, prop find games like murder, find the murder games, hide and seek. It just, like, at that stage, it's like, yeah, servers become really powerful, and like people who make their own servers, they become like their own games pretty much at that stage. So yeah, that's exciting. Okay, other things to think about. Oh yeah, shout outs to Norman's grandma in Brisbane. I haven't been to Brisbane. I just know that the ginger nut biscuits are a bit better apparently in Brisbane. So shout out to Norman's biscuit granny. I'm sorry if you're seeing this, but I'm not sorry if you see it. Yes, I'm sorry if I called you a ginger. Sorry, I've got to concentrate on walking around people too. Sorry for calling you a ginger granny. Yeah, I mean, if your grandma had red hair, that'd be cool. But yeah. Also shout out to Tresky. Also for 25. I've forgotten the other digits, but it's really LJ Radio. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Shauna. Oh yeah, if you. I was trying to think of something to do with fighting with the emoji reacts. So I guess I thought like writing pet, because Mr. Paradox keeps on saying like I want to pet the dev. Yeah, I thought it'd be funny to spell it dev in the reactions. Okay, so with the coming update, because I don't have school, more features, I'm going to focus on things like just making kind of, I guess I'll call it the marble update, ball update, marble, like marble runs are more cool because you can make marble courses, but it'll behave pretty similar to a marble course and ball. Well, yeah, I think that's the easiest way to describe it, is like to stop trying to describe it. I'm trying to find this McDonald's. I should have checked if there even is a McDonald's here. Like, how am I meant to try all those flavors for Anthony? Sorry, I mean Squeever, because I know Squeever in real life. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. If you have any more questions or like shout outs you want me to, like, seriously, like, just tell me about them. Like, just mess around with me, really. Like, I'm pretty interactive at this stage. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, I love you. Butch Boy out. You can stay with me if you want to find the McDonald's. Ugh. I don't know where the McDonald's is. Alright, look at this. Look at this. M. Okay. C. There's no Macca's here. Alright, so we're gonna get the flavor. Alright, we're gonna choose pineapple and we choose sour. Alright, let's order. We'll take away. And complete the order. Alright, sweet. So this is it. Alright, so I just got back from getting my order and some lady's like, hey, 112. And I'm like, oh sweet, my order. And then I go to her and she says, oh sorry, we don't have the 36 flavor promotion. You know, that makes me furious. Makes me really mad. So she said, is there anything else? And she's like, oh, like, is there anything else you wanted? Like, because she said, oh, we only have frozen Coke and I only have the frozen Sprite. Yeah, it's pretty like typical. Like, if you're the small brands, not all the brands have the promotion, even though they advertise it. So this is kind of annoying. So you got to know which McDonald's has 36 flavors. So yeah, I might be able to get one this afternoon, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, here's running on empty Bart review, reviewing the frozen Sprite flavor. You know, boring lemonade. You know, here it is. Oh shit, I gotta find somewhere to sit. Alright, so as you can see, typical McDonald's large cup. I'll open it up. Boring snow color. And, sorry, I just thought just something what it looks like. So close it up, and now I will drink from it to taste it. It tastes like frozen lemonade. I don't know what to expect. The coldness kind of gives it a lemon taste, or maybe that's Sprite. I don't know. It's just a really nice Sprite. Like, it's a cheap Sprite drink you can get. So yeah, same as the last review. I recommend getting this if you like cold drinks and Sprite. Like, you can't really go wrong with lemonade. So yeah, lemonade. You know, perfect with fries, perfect with burgers. I did wish they had the frozen flavors, but I might be able to get that later on today.